you be in London for New Year's? Here are some important things for you to know. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Jess and I make videos for people who are coming to visit London. This video is sponsored by the Recorder Lakeside Lodge, which pops up every year on the South Bank from November until early January, so you can fit it into your itinerary pre or post New Year's. Visit the Scandinavian style lodge and enjoy some festive drinks. I'd recommend the winter flavored spice plum with a slice of orange. You can also try some authentic Scandinavian food at one of the nearby market stalls while hanging out by the fire pits and the Christmas tree. Click the link in the video description for more info. What do Londoners do on New Year's? In my experience, they do one of three things. One is go to a house party, two, book in for a nice dinner somewhere in town, or three, get tickets to a party at a bar or a club. There are actually a lot of Londoners that work on New Year's Eve, so that definitely affects how hard everybody goes. That being said, the most famous thing to do in London on New Year's Eve is the fireworks show, although you would not find most Londoners there. I personally can't think of anything worse than have to stand outside watching the fireworks, but it is meant to be really impressive and an absolutely beautiful show to watch. If you want to experience a fireworks show live, you must get a ticket. They do 2 ticket releases every year, and I will leave a link down in the description of the video to where you can find out when those will be happening for when you're visiting. When it comes to getting around in London on New Year's Eve, here is the deal. From 11:45 p.m. on New Year's Eve until 4:30 a.m. on New Year's Day, public transportation is completely free. Most public transportation services will run throughout the night and into the morning, but some of the stations in central London will be closed for crowd control, and all transportation is going to be very crowded, so make sure you give yourself a lot of extra time to get where you need to go. Getting a taxi or an Uber on New Year's Eve can be incredibly difficult, especially between midnight and 2 a.m. So if you can stick to public transportation, I would highly, highly recommend it. You could also ask at your hotel a few days in advance to see if they might be able to pre-book a taxi for you to pick you up when you think you're going to want to head home. If you plan to have a New Year's Eve dinner, you need to book well in advance. Most restaurants will have a set New Year's Eve menu, and most places get booked up very quickly, so make sure you hop on it early. If you plan to party, you will be mostly unsuccessful if you decide to just try to show up somewhere on the night. Almost all bars and clubs will have a New Year's Eve ticketing system, many of which will sell out way before the night, so hop on that early. In terms of what to wear on New Year's Eve, definitely dress up, especially if you're going someplace more high-end and exclusive. But really, you can't really go wrong or be too overdressed for New Year's Eve in London. Unless you're going to the fireworks, then you better bundle up because you're going to be cold. What to do on New Year's Day in London? There's actually a New Year's Day parade in central London, but I have never met a soul who has been to that. In terms of food, most restaurants will be open at some point during the day. A lot of museums will be open and a lot of things will be going on, so you will not be stuck for things to do if you are actually awake at a decent time. Are you going to be in London for New Year's Eve? Let me know down in the comments of this video. Are you going to be in... Right. Sorry. It's okay. Will you be in London for New Year's Eve and day? Sorry, start again. Will you be in New Year...